Now, he divided the people because he figured if Esau was mad, then Esau would kill the first band of people, and he'd have a chance to get away. What we have to realize is when you are in distress, you will make unwise decisions. You will do anything and everything trying to save yourself because you are in distress. When you are in distress, you will act irrationally. Since this is Father's Day, men, we will act irrationally when we get scared. Why? Because being scared is uncomfortable and unfamiliar. And when we get scared, we want to come out on top. And we'll do anything we think we need to do to come out on top. Jacob divides the people into two bands. How many of you know that we can do more together than we can apart? You can't do nothing by yourself, but if you got some help with you, you can get the job done. Most of the time when we get afraid, we cut ourselves off from our help. We cut ourselves off from those that will pray us through. We cut ourselves off from those that really have our back. We will isolate ourselves and stay to ourselves and cut ourselves off from the help. Simply because we are in distress. Expectation without a struggle will always bring you to distress. Jacob had an expectation that everything was going to be all right. He had an expectation that he was going home and it was going to be easy. There was going to be no struggle. There was going to be no problem. Everything was going to be fine. But baby, let me tell you something. If you just have an expectation and don't expect to struggle, you are going to find yourself in distress. You're going to find yourself tripping and worrying about what to do next because you did not expect to struggle. Anything that's worth having is worth fighting for. Anything that's worth having is worth going through something for. Anything that's worth having is worth going through hard times, distress, and all trouble because you know that after the struggle, then comes the victory. And so we find in verse 9 that after Jacob had realized that he had an expectation, but he really didn't want to struggle, he started to talk to God. How do you feel if you get in distress or find yourself in trouble? The first thing you need to learn how to do is talk to God. If you don't remember nothing, learn how to talk to God. And when we look at the prayer that Jacob prayed, Jacob didn't start with, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. Jacob started to talk to God, and he said, oh God, my father Abraham and my father Isaac, the Lord which said unto me, return. He said, I want to make sure you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the one that told me to come back here. I'm talking to the one that told me to come back. And then he started to give God what he told him. He said, you told me to come back, and if I came back, you would deal well with me. You told me that if I came back, everything would be all right. You told me that if I came back in me, that then I would be blessed. My seed would be blessed. My seed would be as a stand of the sea. You're the one that told me to come back here, and I had the expectation that I was to come back. But after he finished praying, he found himself alone. How many of you know sometimes you can find yourself by yourself? You're going to find yourself when you don't have anybody that really understands what you're going through. You're going to find yourself in a situation that no matter how you talk or how long you talk or how hard you talk, they just will not understand because they are not where you are. And so Jacob found himself all by himself. And the Bible says that once he found himself by himself, he started to lay down and go to sleep. And there appeared an angel from heaven. Now once the angel came and they started to wrestle. And once they started to wrestle, herein is the struggle. But what I want you to know, if you have an expectation, what your struggle should be is to make sure your expectation comes to pass. And so when Jacob started to struggle with the angels, they started to wrestle, and they were asking him to do. You got to stay in the struggle. It don't matter how much you lose, how you lost it, and when you lost it, stay in the struggle. Because if you stay in the struggle, you are going to have victory. But if you fall out of the struggle, you won't have victory. All you will have is distress. You will be sitting there crying about coulda, woulda, and shoulda. You will sit there and cry that if I only had stayed in the struggle, if I only had held on a little while longer, things would have been different. But if you stay in the struggle, you can have the victory. And so we find that once Jacob started to struggle with the angel, it says he started to struggle, and the Bible says it came to the breaking of day. And when it came to the breaking of day, the angel said, I got to get out of here now, because my assignment was only for the night season. My assignment was only to get it while it was dark. But while daylight comes, I got to get out of here. But I heard that when David said, weeping may endure for a night. And I heard him say, joy comes in the morning. And so while they were struggling as the day began to break, I said, no matter how long it takes, stay in the struggle. And then once they struggled and the angel saw that Jacob would not let him go, the Bible says he touched Jacob in the hollow of his back, and he threw his hip out of joy. And so what means or tells us is that no matter how bad it hurts, you got to stay in the struggle. You got to keep fighting even though you are in pain. And so while Jacob was in pain, he still would not let him go. He still would not give up on his expectation. And so when he said to the angel said, you better let me go. Jacob said, I'll tell you why I'm in the struggle. I will not let you go until you bless me. And so while the angel says, but please, you got to let me go. Jacob in pain and still in the struggle. Lord, through the midnight hour, I'm still in the struggle. And I will not let you go until you bless me. So my expectation was for a blessing. I came back here because God